What's going on, people? Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's get into it. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that button right there, subscribe, and the bell. Let's get right into it. Why do people get so bent out of shape when they hear others talking about them? I'm going to tell you why. Because you have to look at things from a certain point of view. I believe when you make a comparison between individuals who have been successful in life, and even though success is subjective, you have to really look at that from that point of view of those who have been successful, those who are trying to reach success, to become successful, and those who don't even have the initiative or drive to succeed or complete anything, right? Generally speaking, people who are successful, I don't think they really care about what people think about them or what people say. I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter. As hard as it is sometimes to really accept that, it's really the truth. Let's look at key examples, and off the top of my head, I can think of, like, for example, in the corporate world, where you have individuals like Tim Cook, when before Tim Cook, Steve Jobs, when he was the head of Apple, the number one corporation on this planet that's worth upwards of $740 billion, when he was the head of that corporation, do you think he cared about what people thought about him? Do you think the CEO of Google sweats or even is the slightest bit worried about what people think about him? Do you think people like, the list goes on, the CEO from like Zuckerberg, the Facebook CEO. Do you think he cares? Do you think these people care about what they don't? They don't. Now, we can say, okay, well, of course, why should they care? Bill Gates, another guy, they say he's the richest man in the world. Bill Gates, you think he cares about what people think? They don't, because they have a mission. They are focused and driven. Clearly, the example is right there, because look at what they have accomplished. It's almost like similar to what people have to follow if you want to have goals and be driven in life. You can't be worried or attached to the negative thoughts, to the negative intentions that people have for you. People are always going to criticize the work you do, whatever it is that you're doing. Even if you're doing everything well and everything good, someone will always find something to say negatively about your endeavors. So let it be what it's going to be. You're driven. There are people who, these individuals, they it's almost like, they've sacrificed so much, because it's a certain level of a characteristic that they share, that you can see that they share. Like, they're not worried about connecting with friends, in a sense where, I'm not saying having friends are necessarily bad, but when you're connected with friends who are non-productive, friends who have no goals. Friends who you in your younger years, your younger life, you hang out, let's say, you're hanging out, quote unquote, whatever that may mean to you, partying or whatever. 10, 20 years from now, I'm sure, or 30 years from now, it'll be the same type of, people change too, but generally, how much of a change as far as growth in success can you really see unless the people are driven? You're going to find them probably doing the same things. Still partying, or maybe not to the degree that they were when they were younger, but haven't really accomplished much. Because when it's almost like a saying that I used to hear when I was younger, and I still hear it all the time: show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. I'll show you what you may become. Show me your friends, I'll show you what you may become. Because our friends, or these people that we associate with, it's said that, the belief is in certain systems that, we reflect our friends reflect who we are. And if you want to be in a position where you're doing well and you're established and you're affirming, your continuity on a successful level, then you have to pair yourself up with people who are like-minded. And if not, just remain steadfast in your goals and do what it is that you have to do. Do what it is that you have to do, and not worry about people talking about you. Not worry about folks who are trying to tear you down. Not worrying about the disrespect, the slander, the gossip that's going to come. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, because people always have something to say. Do you think Bill Gates cares? You think these people care? Unfortunately, I can't think of a female CEO, but they're out there. Out there. I'm not just bringing up the men just to say, just people in general. These successful heads of corporations exist because they believe in performing to the greatest, the highest degree possible. And they're doing it. And they're not worried about what X, Y, and Z is saying about them. They just don't care. They feel comfortable and confident within themselves. Now, I'm not saying that, everyone has to adopt that. Everyone can't rise to that level of success. You have to have people from all walks of life existing. It's just the way of the world and how things work. But at the same time, even just from, a practical day to day, bring the philosophy down to you right now, down to us, right? Stop worrying about what people say about you on a negative light. If it's not true, it's not true. You have to remain focused in attempting to complete what your mission is, to fulfill your purpose, to fulfill and complete all your objectives one at a time, especially if they're noble. If you're doing things for the right reasons, that's going to help yourself, if you have a family, help your family, help build your community, help, make the world a better place, then you're winning. You're doing what you have to do. Stop worrying about the naysayers. In fact, it's those negative people, the people that have the negative thoughts and information and lack of support should fuel you, should keep you even more motivated and ambitious and determined to make them eat their words. You have to be that driven. You have to really keep that going, because it's not going to be easy. It wasn't easy for them. But they are where they are. You're talking about individuals that started companies from college or college dorm rooms that have become successful, dropped out of college even. Some didn't even complete their college careers. And they became multi-billionaires and are alive today to attest to it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But they, I'm sure they don't allow the common negative criticism that's always going to fly out here to bother them or to deter. I'm not even sure if Warren Buffett completed school. I don't know. I'm not sure. But that's another, aficionado, a genius as far as, the business world is concerned, Berkshire Hathaway, the man owns, what, $500 million worth of a company that's worth almost $500 million. It just says a lot. It just says a lot, and I'm sure he doesn't mind the negative criticism. He doesn't care about it. He doesn't let that hold him back, and you shouldn't either. We shouldn't either. I'm not saying we all are going to become billionaires, but we have to succeed in whatever we aspire to do, whatever level, from small to big, and everything in between. Succeed, aspire to succeed, reach for excellence, reach and meet those goals. Reach and meet your goals. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Hit the notification bell. When I upload videos, you'll know, and you'll be the first to know. And continue to enjoy this good content. All right? Be well, be safe, be sound, and healthy. Take care.